ice in my palms. I'm here. I've got you. We're gonna get through this together. All three of us. I hope like hell that's not a lie. The nurse gets up, trying to take her blood pressure for a minute while I calm Hannah down, encouraging her to slow her panicked breathing. Most of what she says is incoherent, which is unnerving. She keeps telling me how much she wants this baby and she doesn't want to lose him. I stay for every part of the exam they'll allow. After 3 hours and a lot of tests, the doctor tells us that Hannah fainted as a result of her gestational hypertension and not eating enough before she went to visit the girls. The doctor advises modified bed rest, and they keep her overnight to make sure Hannah's blood pressure isn't too high, and give her steroids to help mature the baby's lungs should she go into labor sooner than we'd like, but they're unable to keep her blood pressure under control. The doctors allow Queenie and King to come into the room, but everyone else has been sent home hours ago, with the promise of text updates. Queenie and King are only allowed to stay for a few minutes. King whispers in Hannah's ear, his face a mask of worry as he hugs her, and promises to come back in the morning. Once they leave for home, I settle into the chair beside her bed and take her hand in mine. You need to sleep. I know. You should go home and get some rest too. You must be exhausted. The team has practice in the afternoon. Alex will handle all of that, but I'm not going home until you do. I lace our fingers together and bow my head, kissing the back of her hand. Your chair is a terrible place to sleep. They'll bring me a cot if I ask. Brush a few stray hairs from her forehead. She looks spent, which makes sense since she's had one hell of a day. Listen, I know we're still navigating this relationship and Brad's gone. But I don't love the idea of you being on your own in that house when you're supposed to be on bed rest and taking it easy. How would you feel about coming to stay with me? After the baby is born, we can reassess and see where things are. I don't want to push her into a decision. The thought of something like this happening and her being alone is untenable. She's silent for a few seconds, maybe mulling it over. I think that's probably a smart plan. I exhale a relieved breath. I know you don't need me to take care of you, but being able to ensure you're safe and okay on a daily basis is going to keep my blood pressure down. She chuckles and brings our clasped hands to her belly, settling them there. I definitely don't want you in the same boat as me. Her expression grows serious. I was scared today, Jake. Me too. I trace the contour of her face, the contact as much to console her as it is to ground me. Let's try to keep your stress levels to a minimum for the next 16 weeks. Okay? Okay? It's you and me, Hannah. We're in this together. I seal that promise with a kiss.
Chapter 23. Selfless Love. Hannah. I'm released from the hospital the next morning, early enough that no one has had a chance to visit. Jake drives me back to my place and makes me lie down while he packs my essentials. It seems ridiculous to have this house sitting empty when I've only been living here for a handful of weeks. And I agree that living on my own is not in either of our best interests. While I might have felt the need for independence when I first moved to Seattle, in the weeks since I've been here, I've realized that it had less to do with moving in with Jake and more to do with my fear of things changing too quickly or the pressure it would put on our relationship. I didn't want to force closeness before I felt ready or become an inconvenience in his life. Jake has proven to be patient and understanding, letting me lead, which probably doesn't come naturally to him. Having support doesn't mean I have to lose my independence. It just means I have people I can count on. When he reaches the bottom drawer of my dresser, I sit up. Oh, you can leave that one for now. Are you sure? This one looks like it's got all your comfy sweats in it.
Whoa!
These sweatpants I stole from him
Whoa,
when I first moved
my
to
drink
Seattle,
just
and his
spilled.
eyebrows puffed.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, man.
My motherfucking drink just
Just a
spilled.
sidelong glance. Looks like I found your pleasure chest. I feel my cheeks heating, but I shrug nonchalantly. I'm a woman with needs. I'm familiar with those needs. His gaze moves over me in a hot sweep that I feel all the way from my toes to the top of my head. In the
my drink, bro?
Just in case your needs need taken care of by someone other than me. He rubs his bottom lip. I make a circle motion with my finger. You need to stop this. Stop what? I'm trying to be proactive here, Hannah. And packing your pleasure chest seems like a smart thing to do. I need to ask my doctor about what's reasonable in that department. Jake's brows pull together. It's not like you're going to go without an orgasm for the next 4 months. It races my heart.
That's crazy.
Which raises my blood pressure.
That's crazy.
He props a hip against my dresser and crosses his arms. I can make sure they're more like a canoe ride on the lake instead of a rocket launch so we don't put you in the danger zone. But we can call your doctor and find out what the limitations are so you know what can and can't happen. He slides his phone out of his pocket. What are you doing? Calling your doctor. Right now? Yeah, Hannah, right now. No point in waiting until your next appointment if we can find out immediately.
Is that Huntress?
Hi, Jake Masterson here. I'm Hannah Kingston's partner. I was hoping I'd be able to ask Dr. Dolores a couple of questions.
Great stream, dude. I totally love this game. I really wish we could play together. I'm a streamer too. Add me in Discord. Kingsley2341.
Give me the phone! I held my hand out.
I appreciate it.
On speaker so I can hear the answers. I roll my eyes. Fine, get it. He passes me the phone after he puts it on speaker. 3 minutes and a red face later, I'm given the go-ahead to have sex. Just not the swinging from the rafters kind. And I should try to keep my heart rate under 120.
I'm not really a survivor.
Finishes packing up the
He's
drawer with
fucked.
all my phone items. They get their own.
I appreciate it.
And we drive back to his place.
There's the dude is right there. Oh my god.
Then he unpacks all my clothes and puts them away for me. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to put clothes away, but he's determined that I relax as much as possible. I don't expect you to do nothing for the next 4 months, but I think you need to be very gentle with yourself.
Come here.
for the next few
Come here
days
for
at
heals.
least.
I'm here so I can heal
Takes
you.
a seat beside me on the couch. I can do that. King and Meteor asked me if they could stop by. Is that okay with you? Of course. I'm sure I scared the crap out of Romina last night. I know the whole thing scared me. He nods once.
Why
and
is he bringing that
snickers
over here?
on the couch. I tip my head to the side. What's up? You look like you want to say something. I know your relationship with King is different, but I can't lie and say I'm not worried about the amount of stress his visit could cause. I can't put myself in his shoes, and I'm trying my best to understand and not overstep. But you and the baby are going to be my top priority. Always. Which means what exactly? Can you promise me that if anything is making you upset, you'll tell me? He chews on the inside of his lip. What if he stresses you out to the point where you end up back at the hospital? This is a hard position for both of you to be in, isn't it? You're his boss, his father-in-law, and now you have this new role in his life and mine. Ryan would never do anything to hurt me. Not intentionally, no. I appreciate your concern, Jake, and I will try to stay as level as possible. But I can deal with my son. He has a right to feel whatever he feels, and I'm not going to tell him he can't because it might stress me out. What you're asking isn't fair. I need you to have faith in both of us. This is probably the most challenging part of this situation.
Hey, what's up, fam? Hope you doing well.
Because I have these two very strong
What's up, Scarlet Robe 2?
care deeply about.
I'm coolin'. Just chilling on some DVD, listening to our audiobook.
I know better than anyone how that feels. Okay, backing off.
Appreciate the comments.
And he presses his lips to my temple. The doorbell rings and he gets up to answer it.
I love this game. Looking forward to casting a Frank Stone.
Food and flowers. I didn't really get to talk to Ryan last night. Apart from
Somebody
the
got
fact
bodied.
he was glad I was
You gotta get these shins done.
Queenie bends down and hugs me gently. How are you
It's
feeling?
way over there.
Better, thanks. Thank you so much for being there for me last night. I'm just glad I could be. She rises and gives Jake a bright smile. Dad, can you help me in the kitchen? I brought all the making stuff.
Damn it.
Some charcuterie board. Jake looks from me to Ryan, who's hanging back, thumbs tucked into his pockets. Jake plants a kiss on my cheek and murmurs,
Go away.
With you and Jake being together.
You died on
In fact,
the
you're
hook.
having a baby. He's a great guy and he cares a lot about you. More than I realized, maybe. He takes my hand in his. You know, it wasn't even a shock that you two ended up together. I mean, Queenie's been rooting for it from day one. She has? Ryan grins and shakes his head. Oh, yeah. She basically called it from the first time you two met. She said you had that scene. I guess it's the same way with her and me. You know, when you just connect with someone on a deeper level without even trying. You and Jake have that.
Let's
Makes
go.
sense.
Let's go.
You have similar histories and understand what it means to have to give something up in order to do what's best for the people you love. Which is what has been the hardest for me to come to terms with, I think. Because I had to give you up in a way when you were a baby. This is the conversation we've needed to have for a long while.
Whoa.
Or maybe he needed the time to come to terms with it and figure things out.
Whoa, my fault. Dude, get out the bushes.
It's not that I don't want you to have this, because I do. You deserve to be a mom, and you're
Get the
going to
gins.
that. I mean, you basically raised me without me knowing it, and that's the part that's been the hardest for me to deal with.
Alright, dude.
He swallows thickly, taking a moment to compose himself. I see it, man. All the things you gave up for me. Not going away to college, not going out with friends on weekends so we could
Get the
watch
gins
movies
done. What's your current game setup like?
together. Hockey practice. I noticed all of it.
I mean, I just got an Xbox One and I'm streaming off the Xbox One. I got this
Your sister who was so involved.
webcam.
I didn't want to miss any of the big moments.
The webcam is attached to the back of my Xbox. I'm just streaming off my Xbox One.
I hadn't wanted to be selfish.
I ain't got anything special like a PC, game PC.
Those little things you do, like you always wrote me notes from the Tooth Fairy. You were there for everything. You taught me how to swim, to skate. You played street hockey with me. And you never got to hold the title you earned. Because you did. Earn it, I mean.
Get the gins done.
Everything. Exactly like a mom. His expression is pained. It's been messing with my head because I'm going to watch you.
She's gonna kill all of us. My God.
I've been really selfish and only thinking about how it affects me, and I'm sorry for that. Hearing him say all of this, while painful and difficult, is in a lot of ways exactly what I needed to hear. I think we've both been trying to navigate this on our own, and Ryan never wants to cause people pain, emotional or otherwise. You don't have to be sorry, Ryan.
Get the gin done. Go get the gin done. I think it's my first hook.
For both of us. I squeeze his hand.
What's my favorite game to stream?
Okay, if sometimes it's hard.
I don't know. Like right now, I'm in the mix of streaming a ton of games that I've been wanting to do for my channel on YouTube. Jose Calamari.
You do. I lost it on Mom hardcore, and I'd like to say it was because of the hormones, but that would be
But
a
like,
huge load of BS.
oh my God, she must have
You can't even really get mad at me because I'm pregnant. And
what you call it?
guilty.
Clear the gin.
I felt awful about
She know exactly where we're at too.
I've been prepared for you to tell Queenie and me you were dating or
Yo,
something.
she knows exactly where we're at.
Baby bomb. Well, all the stuff I thought I'd dealt with slapped me right in the face. He sighs. Queenie
Get-
set me up with one of her
get-
therapist friends last
I'm
week.
gonna get her, girl. I'm gonna save her.
Sounding good.
Are you gonna save her?
How you feel about talking to someone together? Maybe
I'm going to save her. Like, what are you doing?
just so we can work on keeping the communication in
I
our
don't know. My
relationship.
favorite game to stream. I mean, I'm streaming a lot.
Doesn't have to get on me about keeping things bottled up until I explode. His cheeks turn pink.
We're all bleeding out.
Out. Or maybe I don't want to know. If talking something together will help you.
Help me, nigga.
Wraps me up in a gentle hug.
She's
Tells
coming.
me without words that we're in
Oh
much
my
better place.
God, she's coming. I'm gonna take the hit. Let's go.
You too, Rai Rai. You'll always be my baby, even when you have your own.
All right, go work the gin, bro.
Chapter 24.
Go work the goddamn gin.
Home sweet home. Hannah. I expect there to be an adjustment period when I move into Jake's place, even though we've been spending several nights a week at each other's places. Apart from getting used to each other's routines.
I'm not paying
and habits,
attention.
it's
I
fairly
decided to do custom
seamless.
over streamers on YouTube. Would you like to be interested in seeing it? Possibly.
Organized, and the only thing I can really complain about is the fact he often leaves his socks in very random places around the house.
Don't come here.
Apparently he gets hot.
The Huntress is coming over here to kill us both, bro.
I've taken to tossing them on his recliner, which hasn't been getting much use these days since he's migrated to the couch so he can sit with me in the evenings. He hands me a bowl of ambrosia salad, something my mom used to make when I was a kid, and I perfected by the time I was a teenager because I loved it so much. And just like when I was pregnant with Ryan, I can't seem to get enough of it. I'm very grateful my dairy aversion has let up in the final trimester of my pregnancy. Jake drops down on the couch beside me, and as expected, props his foot on the coffee table and shucks off his socks, dropping them onto the floor. I smear a chunk of pineapple and chase a mini marshmallow around the bowl. I have an idea. If it includes leaving a laundry basket in every room for my socks, I'm game. I roll my eyes and grin, but give him the side eye. You know, if you put it back,
Yep.
you can always take your shirt off instead of your socks.
Yep, I took that. I took that hit.
My dad vibe. He runs his hand over his abs.
That's fine.
He's gained a few pounds along with me. Also because I've been a fiend for chocolate pudding and all things chocolate, period. I've gone down to part-time at work and I've been on modified bed rest.
Get him off the hook.
Means I've had a
I'm
lot
going
of
to
spare
die.
time and I've spent quite a bit of it making easy but delicious food. While sitting down, of course. But while my belly is swollen, his is still mostly a 4-pack. Well, duh. I pop a mandarin slice into my mouth. Of course I want to ogle you. He gives me a smirk that makes everything below the
We're
waist
dead.
clench. My hormones are ridiculous right now. But I'm as big as a house and sex is off the table until the baby is born.
We're
Not
dead.
because I don't want to have it, but because my doctor is concerned an orgasm is going to raise my blood pressure too much. I'm scheduled for an induction at 38 weeks. That's still a week away. And my shirts will be all over the place too. Your socks aren't all over the place. They're right there. You probably have enough to do a sock lick. I motion to his lounger with a fork before I close my lips around it.
I can give him a portfolio of Discord. Kings W Discord tag.
His fingers find the hem of my shirt and he lifts it until about 6 inches of my belly is exposed. He leans over and presses his lips to my skin and whispers, "Sorry, little man. I didn't mean to swear." As if he can hear his dad talking to him, a fist or an elbow moves across my belly. I've been having Braxton Hicks contractions on and off for the past week. Ryan was 2 weeks early, and being older means there's a greater likelihood that this little guy is going to make an appearance before the due date, too. I set my bowl aside so I can run my fingers through Jake's hair while he coos at my stomach. He's been amazing these past months, and what started as a mutual attraction has shifted. Especially since we had the scare and I moved in here. That's what it took for me to finally come to terms with the fact that baby or no baby, we had something special. And it would be a lot easier on all of us if we gave our relationship the chance it deserved to evolve during the final months of my pregnancy. He's become my confidant, my biggest supporter, and my best friend. He's thoughtful, kind, and compassionate. He's driven, intense, and take charge in his work life. He's an incredible, attentive lover and partner. And I can't wait to raise this child with him, because I already know what a phenomenal father he is. The next night there's a game in Seattle. I sometimes attend them with the girls, but with me being so far along, it's tough to sit in one of those seats for 3 hours. And I constantly have to pee, so I'll have to wait until after the baby arrives before I can go again. Tonight, Queenie is keeping me company. She arrives as Jake is heading out the door. I'll have my phone on me the entire time. Call if you need anything. He puts his hand on my belly but directs the comment at Queenie. I smooth my hands over the lapels of his suit jacket and adjust his tie. We'll be fine. Go do your job. My job is to make sure you and JJ are comfortable before anything else. He presses a lingering kiss to my lips. Where going? I have Queenie. I'll see you in a few hours. I send him out the door, and Queenie and I settle in to watch the game. How are you feeling? Can I get you anything? Queenie's sitting at the other end of the couch, hand-stitching felt animals for the mobile she's making for the baby. I'm good. I shift around trying to get comfortable. My lower back has been aching all day. Probably because I snuck in a quick vacuum when Jake went out to pick up more fruit for me. dad's dirty socks. Queenie's nose wrinkles. You're not serious. Oh, I totally am. I rub my belly when it feels like JJ is doing somersaults. He's moving. Wanna feel? Oh, yes! Queenie slides across the couch and I take her hand, placing it over my belly as JJ does another spin in his cramped quarters. He's really moving around in there, isn't he? This is his most active time of day. I pat my belly. Not long now, little man. I cringe at the sharp pain that shoots across my stomach. Are you okay? I'm fine. Lots of Braxton Hicks lately, and I've been eating a ton of fruit, so that's been a thing. I managed to make it to the end of the first period before I have to waddle to the bathroom. I don't even get the door closed before a gush of warmth makes me pause. For a second, I think I've peed my pants, until I realize I haven't. Oh, crap. I watch as the gray sweats darken at the crotch. When I gave birth to Ryan, it all happened so fast. Faster than I thought possible. I had a midwife and we planned a home birth. Something that wasn't as common as it is these days. My parents had wanted to limit the number of people who knew I was pregnant. He'd been in breach and it had taken time to get him turned around. It hadn't been comfortable and I hadn't had an epidural, but within 4 hours of my first contraction, I'd been holding him in my arms. Queenie,
Your
can I
focus
get a hand?
demise.
I can hear her running down the hall. The bathroom door flies open as the first contraction hits. It's mild, but I grab the edge of the vanity to steady myself. Oh my gosh. Is it time? Her wide eyes shift my wet sweats. It's time! I nod. It's time. She flails and takes a step toward me. Do you need to sit down? I need to get the bag. We have to go to the hospital. I need to call my dad. I raise a hand and smile. Take a breath, Queenie. Baby isn't coming in the next 5 minutes.
Yes, I got Franklin's demise.
Okay. Sorry. I'm supposed to be your support, not the other way around. Well, to be fair, I've done this before and you haven't. She inhales deeply and exhales a slow breath, collecting herself. What do you need me to do first? Can you bring me my phone and then start the car? Yes, absolutely. She rushes down the hall and reappears a handful of seconds later with my phone in her hand. My bag is sitting on top of the bed in the spare room. Can you grab that for me, please? I've slept in there maybe a handful of times since I moved in. Mostly when I'm uncomfortable and thrashing around like an angry walrus in the middle of the night and don't want to keep Jake up. Even on those nights, I usually spend an hour in the spare room and go back to our bed when I inevitably have to make another trip to the bathroom. Yep. Should I grab you a fresh pair of pants? I can do that in a minute. I sit on the closed toilet seat and remember I haven't used the bathroom yet, which I'll need to do before we leave for the hospital. But first I need to call Jake. He messaged less than a minute ago asking how I'm doing. I accidentally hit the FaceTime button, but it's too late to turn back now. His handsome face appears on the small screen, a furrow already decorating his brow. Hey, babe, everything okay? Calm settles over me. So different than the last time I did this. I have a partner, someone who will stand by my side at every turn, and who is going to love this child with his whole heart, just like I am. Everything is fine. His gaze shifts to my surroundings. Are you sure? Positive, but you should make your way to the hospital because I'm pretty sure we're having a baby in the next few hours. I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear a damn thing. It's noisy in the arena. I can tell he's walking based on the way the phone moves around, and then suddenly it's quiet and dark. A second later, there's light. Are you in a supply closet? He looks around. Seems that way. Okay, I have your bag. There aren't any pants in the dresser. Queenie's grin tells me she found the drawer. Your bag? What's going on? Are you in labor? Is it time? Jake's eyes are suddenly wide. It's time, I tell him. He's supposed to sit tight till next week. There's worry in his tone. It's understandable after everything we've been through during this pregnancy. I guess he has other plans. I rub my belly. It's okay, Jake. See you soon. He's in motion again, the phone jostling as he jogs. We're leaving now, too. I'm about to end the call. Hannah? Yeah? He closes his mouth and presses his lips together. Drive safe, please. Of course. You too. I end the call, use the bathroom, and change into dry underwear and sweats. Queenie shoulders my bag, and I slip my feet into my shoes, pull on my jacket, and waddle to the door. She throws it open, and we both stop short. You've got to be kidding me. Queenie's cheeks puff out. Since when was it calling for snow? I ask. I didn't think it was. She takes my arm and we cross the slick driveway. Why does February always have to be so unpredictable? At least we have my SUV, which is new and has good tires. Unfortunately, Seattle is not like the Midwest or the states near the Canadian border on the other side of the country, which are used to snowfalls. The drive to the hospital usually takes 20 minutes, but thanks to the inch of white stuff, we're crawling along at 10 miles per hour. It blows my mind that a tiny bit of snow has the ability to paralyze an entire city. And the contractions are getting closer together. And stronger. A lot stronger. How are you doing over there? Queenie's white-knuckling the steering wheel. She's also leaning forward in the seat, and the wipers are going 11 million miles a second. The light 50 feet ahead turns yellow, and she eases her foot off the gas and applies the brake. The back tires skid for a moment before they find traction again. We both hold our breath, sigh in relief when the car comes to a stop and doesn't manage to slide into the intersection like the one coming in the opposite direction. It all happens in slow motion. The car shifts course and starts to head toward us. I can see the panic on the driver's face. It's a young man, early 20s at best. He spins the wheel and fishtails. Queenie and I brace for impact, and the back bumper skids toward us and nearly hits the front of the SUV, but manages to miss us by mere inches. Both Queenie and I breathe another sigh of relief. Unfortunately, the car coming up the left lane can't see what's happening, and the two collide. Thankfully, neither of them is going particularly fast on account of the bad weather, so it looks like a fender bender, but the entire intersection is blocked, and we're currently boxed in on 3 sides. Shit. Crap. This is a mess. Are you okay? Queenie reaches for me as I plant one hand on the dash and grip the armrest, puffing through a groan as another massive contraction rolls through me. It's a full 30 seconds before this one passes. You should put your hazards on and park the SUV because I don't think we're going anywhere for a while. Then call 911. I'll call Jake and tell him where we are. Okay, I can do that. She shifts the SUV into park.
Did you see my work? Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, bro.
10 minutes from the hospital, and that's without an accident blocking the intersection or the snow.
I'm sorry,
There
I'm
are
finishing
now
this
5
audio
cars
book.
involved and a lot of people yelling at each other. It takes me 2 tries to pick up my phone. Giving birth in my car is not ideal. Giving birth in an intersection where an accident has happened is even less ideal. I call Jake, this time audio and no video. Hey, babe, it's taking me a lot longer to get to the hospital because of the snow. I'm on the freeway, but we're crawling along here. It looks like I'm still about 20 minutes out. Are you there yet? How are the roads? What's your next exit? I survey the scene and glance at the clock on the dash. I need to start timing these contractions. Is everything okay?
So
We're
are
stuck in an
you
intersection.
animating
Hold on. Contraction.
the level that people have already
Focus on breathing
on the
as it
banner?
hits.
Charlotte Road 2?
What the heck is going on? Where are you? Dad, there was an accident. Queenie says. You were in an accident? I hear the panic in his voice. No, we're fine. There was an accident, but we weren't involved. It's blocking the intersection so we can't get around them. I don't know if I should try another route or not. Queenie looks to me, her uncertainty evident. I shake my head. No, don't do that. I don't know if we're going to make it to the hospital before this baby arrives.
Chapter 25. Hang on, baby. It's a bumpy ride. Jake. There is no way in hell I'm missing the birth of my son. I nearly missed it the first time around. That's not going to happen again. Queenie tells me what intersection they're at. I get off the freeway. I'm only 10 minutes from where they are, but people are driving like idiots, and I'm trying to be careful while also trying to get there chat, but Hannah doesn't want my attention divided between her and the road, which I understand, but still. A handful of minutes later, I hear the telltale sound of sirens through the phone. Oh, thank God. The ambulance is here, and so are the fire department and the police. I'm going to flag someone down and see if we can't get some help. Queenie declares. Good plan. Hannah pants through what I assume is another contraction. I can't believe I'm not going to be able to have an epidural again. She groans loudly. I'm going to be there in a few minutes, okay? Do you think you can hold on that long? I'm going to try my best, but it feels like this guy wants out in a big way. I make it within a block of the accident, but barricades have been set up, preventing me from getting to Hannah by vehicle. I park like an asshole and run the rest of the way to her. The EMTs are in the process of moving her from the SUV to the back of the ambulance when I reach the scene. Hey, that's my girlfriend! I shout. Dad! Oh, thank God you made it on time! Queenie gives me a hug and then shoves me in the direction of the ambulance. I'll meet you at the hospital. An attendant gives me a hand up when Hannah tells them I'm the father and that she definitely wants me with her. And then we're off, heading toward the hospital, sirens blaring and lights flashing. I'm so glad you made it. She squeezes my hand, and her warm smile turns into a grimace, her grip tightening until it feels like my fingers are at risk of breaking. Wouldn't have missed it for the world. I kiss her sweaty forehead. I'm here. I've got you. I really wanted a goddamn epidural this time, she says through gritted teeth. You've got this. Just breathe through it. Easy for you to say. You're not pushing a watermelon out of your vagina. She smiles for a second and then groans again. I'm sorry I did this to you. I let her use my hand as a stress toy. I'm not. There's no one else I can imagine having a baby with in a freak Seattle snowstorm. By the time we make it to the hospital, the contractions are right on top of each other, one barely waning before another hits. The doctor is waiting at the doors for us, and we rush down the hall. You're a badass, Hannah. I tell her as she tries to pulverize my hand for the 100th time. A beautiful badass. I probably look like a hot mess. Just hot, minus the mess. You're such a liar, Jake, but I love you anyway. She breathes her way through another contraction. I don't know if she's even realized what she said. I wanted to tell her the same thing earlier, but I didn't want the first time I said those words to be over the phone. Not a liar at all, and I love you too. I kiss the back of her hand, and her gaze shoots to mine, eyes flaring a little. She smiles for a moment, but it quickly contorts into something vague.
I have not played with Trickster in a
This
minute.
baby is coming now, she tells the doctor. We barely make it inside the delivery room before the pushing
Yeah, so
starts.
Scarlet Rogue, did
I
you
stand by
create
her
that
side,
off
telling
of
her she's doing an awesome job.
people's Twitch's
The
account?
feral sound she keeps making, and the way she white knuckles the bed rails with every contraction.
That'd be kind of cool if you did.
Walk in the park. I'm glad I'm here for the experience this time.
Or you just made it from
Instead of
scratch.
arriving at the tail end when the hardest part was over. I'll get you a peanut buster parfait right after I meet our son. She laughs and then grunts. Stop making me laugh. I'm trying to push the damn baby out. You're doing a damn good job. How big is this freaking kid? She bears down again. Doc, you better do a good job stitching me up. I promise I'll make sure you're as good as new. Her doctor assures her. You better, or I'm giving you a bad Yelp review. She gripes, but she's smiling. Until she has to push again.
Heard that.
Come on, kid, let's get this done. I have a peanut buster parfait with my name on it waiting for me at the end of this. Your dad said so. She grits, then turns to me. Thanks for making me hungry. I'll even spoon feed it to you. You're such a romantic. Hey. The doctor snaps her fingers. I need you two to focus instead of flirting with each other.
Heard that.
Hannah shifts her attention back to the doctor. One more big push on the next contraction, okay? Okay. She grips the bed rails. I'd offer my hand, but I don't want to leave here in a cast. As
Facts.
soon as the contraction hits, Hannah bears down. And the head is out. Give me another one.
Okay.
2 more pushes later, and some serious profanity directed at me. Our son is born. His little cry is music to my ears. They clean him up before they rest him on Hannah's chest. Her eyes fill with wonder and tears as she takes in his tiny, perfect face. Still dressed in a full suit. I'm meant to your lips. The kiss is soft and lingering. A disgruntled cry from her chest causes us both to smile. My arms, marvel at how tiny it is, and how much fuller my heart feels already.
Chapter 26. Parenting. Round 2. Hannah. Less than 24 hours after his birth, we take Jacob Storm Masterson home.
Jacob Storm
So much for
Masterson.
nixing the weird names. It seemed fitting that our son be named after the fact he came into this world in the middle of a snowstorm. In Seattle. We decided it makes the most sense for me to continue living at Jake's. He doesn't want to miss out on any part of being a parent, and neither do I. I never had the chance to breastfeed. And this time I want to do it all if I can. Parenting is a completely different experience. And Jake is a fully immersed dad. While we have the nursery set up, I move the rest into the nursery very close for the first little while. I've offered to sleep in the spare room so Jake can get a solid night's rest. He wants me next to him at night. And I want to be there. I'm currently sitting on the couch working JJ post-feeding. And I thought belch, and at the same time another less delicate sound comes out the back end. Jake, who's busy searching for lost socks under the lounge, sounds like someone needs a diaper change. And possibly a bath. I move the breastfeeding pillow aside and pull myself up off the couch. I can help. Jake offers. I've got it. Carry on with the sock finding mission. On the upside, all of Jake's socks are black, gray, or striped, so if one happens to go missing, it's not big deal. Socks are great. I'd like to help. Jake slips around me, kissing me on the cheek as he rushes down the hall to the nursery. By the time I get there, he has the wipes out. I haven't changed a diaper yet. It's been a while, so I figure it's time to get my hands dirty. He wiggles his fingers and his eyebrows at the same time. I gently set JJ onto the changing table, and Jake starts unfastening his onesie. I step back and let him have at it, pulling out the zinc cream and a face cloth. Jake makes a face as he gently pulls JJ's legs free of the footed onesie. Looks like we've got an explosion. I ask. No bath required. Just spread cream on the right side. He removes the onesie completely and sets it aside. Then he takes JJ's tiny feet between the fingers of his right hand and pulls out his left. Tuck one free from the dispenser.
So, Colin.
It has a warm Jake cleans up the lid on the outside of the diaper before he carefully peels the adhesive out of the diaper, weighing and talking to JJ the entire time. Mess right out of the gate. This is a sign of things to come. With a couple of washcloths. If it's leaking out the side of the diaper, it could be a really substantial mess. Jake's attention is focused on JJ. I drag my fingers along his broad back, disappearing into the bed. I turn on the hot water and wait until it's warm before I wet and wring out 3 washcloths and return to the bedroom. Jake's tongue peeks out as he wipes JJ's tiny bum and his backside almost all the way to his shoulder blades. Wow, buddy, that's some serious reach. The diaper is rolled up and set to the side. My heart swells and I
Dang, they got two. Yep. Takes blood flavor.
JJ shrieks, likely not happy that he's wet.
I'm not paying attention.
I wink and nudge Jake out of the way. Why don't you get the bath set up and I'll finish here? Jake pulls his shirt over his head and wipes his forearm. I see the handles for and last time you weren't intending for fire hoses. So maybe make mistakes. He motions to the porch in his gray sweats.
You serious? Hit that boy.
To teach JJ all about fire hose etiquette and every command of his body. Jake's eyes light up. Oh, hell yeah. Can't wait to show him my signature moves. He takes one of JJ's big toes between his thumb and finger. So I'm going to teach you. Please don't know one of those things that you
Played Trickster in a minute.
He does as requested and disappears into the bathroom to run the hot water. You have the best daddy in the world, JJ. Finish cleaning him up and wrap him in a light blanket, thinking about how lucky I am and how sometimes life tosses us a curveball that ends up bringing unfavorable along with it. Chapter 27. Jake proves to be not only a dedicated father, but also a true partner. Even though he gets up every day and goes to work, he also helps manage middle-of-the-night diaper changes. The first 2 weeks are a blur of feeding, changing diapers, and napping. I'd forgotten about the honeymoon phase. At first, JJ sleeps like, well, a baby. A very happy, very content baby. I settle into a new groove. I can't believe I've lucked out and managed to have another easy baby exactly like Ryan was. Although my mother had stepped in and taken over most of middle-of-the-night responsibilities
To escape?
where Ryan was concerned since I was attending
Well,
high
nah,
school.
I haven't played Trickster in a while. I haven't played Trickster in so long because they blocked his character to tweak him. I was never good as Knives anyways.
Happy and adorable. And then, just as his middle name suggests, the winds change a little over a month after Jacob's storm comes into the world. He becomes more alert, awake for longer periods of time, and he loves to be carried around. I try to use one of those baby carriers so my hands are free, but it's like he knows that I'm not actually holding him, and he starts to fuss unless he's in my arms. His favorite thing to do is stare at my face. It's sweet, but it also means I can't get a whole heck of a lot done. He also decides that 3 in the morning is a good time to be awake.
How's the book? Oh, the book is going to be done in like a couple of minutes.
He legitimately becomes more alert, awake for longer periods of time. And he loves to be
Got 30 minutes left on the book. It's ending pretty good.
hands are free, but it's like he knows that I'm not actually holding him. He starts to fuss unless he's in my arms. His favorite thing to do is stare at my face. It's sweet, but it also means I can't get a whole heck of a lot done. He also decides that 3 in the morning is a good time to be awake. And not just to feed or have his diaper changed. He legitimately wants to be entertained. This wasn't one of the things I had to contend with when Ryan was a baby. So it takes some real discipline on my part not to pick him up every single time he makes a noise. Last night he was up 3 times. Once for a feeding, once for a diaper change, and once because he felt it was time to play, not sleep. At 6:30, I give up on the idea of getting any more sleep and settle into Jake's lounger so I can breastfeed, hoping it will calm him and allow me to get another 20 minutes of half sleep, which is better than no sleep. I'm sure I look like something the cab drive in. My hair is pulled up into a messy bun. I keep having to blow strands out of my face, and my giant boob is hanging out of my shirt. JJ's hand rests protectively on the swell, his eyes closed, sleeping contentedly. That's the library there. Jake is standing in the middle of the living room. He's wearing navy dress
Going the eyeless woman.
Frequent get up to pee in the middle of
I
the
know.
night during the last trimester have nothing on this. And I can see the fatigue on Jake's face. I feel bad that he has to go to work and manage a team while I get to spend my entire day with our son. I can be a total zombie, but he has to be productive and effective. He's still sexy, even though he looks like he could use at least 3 more hours of sleep. You don't need to apologize. Playoffs are right around the corner. Queenie's supposed to stop by this afternoon, and she offered to watch JJ for a couple of hours later in the week so I can do a grocery run. What day is that? Maybe we can work it so we can go together. Like a date? I asked. Like a date, which will have to go on one of these days. Jake's eyebrows pull together as though he's trying to figure out how to make that work. We skipped over that whole part of the relationship process, going from secret weekends together to suddenly contending with a later-in-life pregnancy fraught with worries and potential complications. We should try scheduling that. In 6 months to a year from now, we'll probably be able to swing it. It's sort of a joke, sort of not. We have built-in babysitters coming out the wazoo. Queenie's offered 1,000,000 times to take JJ for a few hours. And when your parents come down to visit next time, we can go on a real date. Kind where I take you out for dinner. Wine and dine you. I haven't had a glass of wine in nearly a year, so we should go easy on that part. My parents came to visit a few days after JJ was born and stayed with Ryan. It was a little awkward, especially with the way my mom always wants to give advice on how to do things the right way. I bit my tongue and let Jake politely put her in her place. But it was nice to have them visit and for my mom to tell me I'm a good mother. The best part of the visit, which was also the most emotional, was when she asked if she could take a picture of me with both of my sons and told me she knew I would be a great mother to JJ because I'd been a wonderful mother to Ryan, even if he hadn't known at the time. Noted. We'll go light on the drinks so you don't fall asleep on me before we get a chance to make out post-date. He waggles his brows. That may have to take place in the backseat of the car. My parents are staying here. In the post-birth haze phase, there hasn't been much of an opportunity for snuggling or connection. I miss Jake, even though we're in the same place and the same house, sleeping beside each other every night. He holds up a finger and his eyes light up. We could go back to your house since the lease doesn't run out for a few more months. That's an idea. And one I haven't thought of. Jake's phone buzzes with a message. Let's put a pin in this conversation for now. He checks his phone. I should be home around 5. I ordered a bunch
I
of
don't
food,
know.
all the ingredients.
How did I miss that?
Choose whatever looks good to you and we can make it together. Sound good? Sure. Sounds great. He grabs his suit jacket and heads for the door. 30 seconds later, he returns because he forgot his keys and his tablet on the kitchen counter. And his travel mug of coffee. A few days later, he and Ryan come over to watch JJ while Jake and I go grocery shopping. Since JJ was born, I haven't been away from him for more than a few minutes. Unless he can sleep, which I do not. I fed him before you came, so he should be good for at least a couple of hours, but if he gets fussy, there's a bottle of breast milk in the fridge. He just needs to for a couple of minutes. I show Queenie where he is in the kitchen and then take her to the nursery where the crib and diaper changing station are set up. He turns the top of the dresser in Jake's bedroom into a second one since the bassinet is in there. Open the breastfeed and transition JJ to his Queenie assures me, you two enjoy grocery shopping and we'll see you in a couple of hours. Okay, just text if you need anything or you have questions. Kim isn't the asshole. Nothing to worry about. This is the practice for us. Queenie hands me my purse and pushes me toward the front door where Jake is waiting for me. Ryan is holding giving Mama a hard time with the teens. Be sure you know how good you got it. I'm going to try and get a great big brother to you. And I'm trying to get it to give you a nephew too. So better. How do you feel about seeing Alex? Queenie asks.
Help me, Dove.
Appreciate you for the
I
relationship.
can't. I'm trying to help myself.
She's awesome. Why she needed this. Why she needed you. She deserves to be able to love in a way only moms do. In a way I couldn't recognize she loved me my entire life. He sniffs and Queenie heads the video. My eyes fill with tears and Jake hands me a tissue, putting his arm around me so we can watch it again. Feels good to hear that, doesn't it? Kisses my temple.
Oh my gosh. I can't find the hook.
We have great kids, don't we? He says softly. Yes, really.
Can't find the hook, bro.
Raises his knee in love. He leans in and presses his lips to mine. It's chaste at first, sweet even. Then his hand comes up to cut my cheek, and all the emotions I was feeling a few seconds ago shift. We tip our heads and pull our lips. It tastes like coffee and butterscotch. Eventually, he pulls back, tongue sweeping along his bottom lip. I like ideas.
By the time I get him, the hooks are far.
Correct. I can already see exactly where he's going with this. And it's empty. Jake's gaze moves over my face. Just pale everywhere. Very empty. I'm healed below the waist, and we're close enough to 6 weeks post-birth for sex to be okay. We should go here. He nods slowly. But we should stop at a CVS first.
Pick him up, see where the hook's at.
Smart idea. And I'm going to go ahead and see
Oh, right there.
once the season is ended, because as much as I love JJ, I think I'm good with 2 surprise babies in one lifetime. Jake stops at the next CVS we spot, and I rush in, buy a box of condoms, and then we're on our way to the house. I'm lucky I have my keys on me since I haven't been to check on the place since before JJ was born. It's quiet and the air is stale. The bed still has sheets and a comforter, and it's all we need. We undress each other slowly and climb onto the bed. It's been weeks since we've been able to get lost in each other like this. The intimacy allows. Jake drags his fingers slowly from my hip, over my stomach, and between my breasts. Into my collarbone before he reverses the circuit, skimming along the swell of my breast. When he brushes my nipple, I gasp. Gentle, they're sensitive. He kisses along my neck to the edge of my jaw, fingers drifting back down to tease between my thighs. But I'm needy and desperate, and I've had enough of this slow and soft. I set my hand on his chest and push until he's on his back and I can straddle his hips. His hands roam my curves with familiarity, and his gaze turns as I wrap my hand around his erection and stroke slowly.
Whoa.
Thumb sweeping over the head.
Why is he talking that much in the book?
Rolls it down his length, and I rise and take him inside. My eyes fall closed as I absorb the feeling of being connected to him as baby. Finally, I lean down as I roll my hips, slow circles and a rhythmic back and forth. I missed this. Jake moves, holding my hips and helping me rock. Me too. So much. I pant against his lips. I missed you. I missed you too. We need to do this way more often. Jake mumbles around my tongue. We turn serious as he sits next to me, chest to chest, wrapping his arm. He stays deep, dragging me closer to the edge with every gentle thrust and roll of my hips. Until I come. He's right behind me, finding his own release, singing in the car.
Whoa. It's crazy.
Jake drags his fingers up and down my arm.
The book's saying some crazy stuff though.
I bark out aloud. It is. How do I sneak out to the pool house and get the next time Ryan and Queenie babysit? Just drive around
Baited her, yes sir.
Or we could drop JJ off at their place. That seems logical. Does that mean you'd be willing to break the lease on this place and move in with me for good? His fingertips make a figure 8 pattern on my shoulder. I press my hand to his chest.
Book is going crazy. Yeah, the book's going. They saying some crazy stuff.
His expression is so curious. Is that what you want? I could tell you what makes the most sense. That I want what's best for JJ and that I think living with me will accomplish that. But honestly, it's not just about what's best for JJ anymore. He traces the edge of my jaw, thumb sweeping along the contour of my bottom lip. I know our relationship hasn't been conventional, but we started as friends. We already had the foundation before we gave in to the attraction. Do I wish I had an opportunity to date you? And over the past 6 months, I've had a chance to fall in love with every side of you, Hannah. I think we can be great together, as more than just a couple. I think we could be an amazing family. I think so too. So we'll break the lease. He asks. I'll move in for good. We can throw one step closer to you being exactly and where I want to be. His lips touch the back of my neck. Right here. He presses his hand over my heart. You're already there, Jake. You've been there for a long time. I'm glad to hear that, because I'm feeling pretty permanent about you, Hannah. He kisses me, and I feel the promise of a forever unfolding. Chapter 28. The heart of the matter. Hannah. I think I have everything. I turn to Paxton, who's carrying me. Last month, I went with JJ, Jake, and the team when they played Tennessee. Stayed for a few days and nervously flew back to Seattle on my own. The nerves had nothing to do with the flying part and everything to do with first class with a baby who very well might start
Awesome.
crying at any moment. Thankfully, he was the picture of calm the entire flight home. In return, I invited Paxton to Seattle to visit me. Pool House is a great place for guests. And of course, my parents also flew out so they could see Ryan play in the finals and get in some time with their grandsons. I've learned that her love language is to be helpful to the point where she sort of steamrolls people and offers advice, whether or not it's wanted or needed. The way she started to acknowledge and talk about what a great mom I am to JJ, and how good I was with Ryan when he was JJ's age, has been helping heal our relationship and my heart. Paxton pats the bag. I think we're probably good to go. I should grab one more extra bottle and a couple extra diapers, maybe? You have 3 bottles and half a package of diapers already in here. And there's another bag in the car already. I think you're set, Han. It's a hockey game, not a weekend trip, and if it comes down to it, you can always sneak off to the offices and breastfeed there. Okay, right. I think I'm ready to go then. She arches a brow and inclines her head toward the living room. You're missing one thing. JJ kicks his legs and flails his arms from his spot in the baby seat, making the rattle jingle. Oh my gosh, where is my brain and when do I get it back? Paxton shrugs. Can't say that I'm much of an expert on the subject, but based on all my friends who've had kids, possibly a year from now, possibly never, I shoot her a glare. Not funny. It's a decent trade-off, though, right? I mean, look at this bundle of cuteness. Oh, she bops JJ on the nose. You are the most adorable baby in the history of the universe. I hope you're exactly like your mom when you're a teenager. Aside, don't you dare wish that on me. You were a great teenager. At least you were by the time I met you. And you and Jake are already kick-ass parents. The swoon on that man is serious. Do you think he'll wear the baby for a while at the game? Oh, and what about the coach? Alec? It's Alex. Alec. Can you imagine the number of ovaries exploding
I heard it. I heard it. I was paying attention to the book.
She's pregnant again and just starting to show, which means she got her wish and she'll have
God
2 kids
damn,
and
I
diapers
know.
in the coming months. Seems the weekend getaway Rook took her on over the holidays was exactly what she needed. Aspen is passed out in her stroller and her son Cody is sitting in one of the seats of the
God
box,
damn.
closer to the ice with the other slightly older kids. Violet's twins are glued to her side, her daughter Lavender holding onto her sweater while Queenie crouches beside her and offers her a bag, probably full of art supplies based on the way
I had
Lavender's
it.
eyes light up. Paxton has been to visit enough times that she's become one of the girls. My parents are sitting on the ice tonight, along with Violet and Alex's family. Their parents are a hoot, and while my mom tends to run more on the conservative side, I find that she loosens up a lot around those women, especially when they ply her with wine.
I'll send you a postcard.
At the end of the first period, Seattle is down 1-4. I can see Brian on the ice talking to Bishop and Alex. Jake comes up to check on JJ and me. You think I could take our little man down to the ice for a bit? He asks. Sure. You can bring him back up if he gets fussy, or I can come down to you. Either works for me, as long as you're okay with it. Absolutely. He shrugs out of his suit jacket, and I pass JJ to Queenie and help Jake get the carrier on and adjust it to fit him rather than me. Then we carefully put JJ in the carrier, making sure the ear protection is in place, and Jake shrugs back into his suit jacket. Okay, this is totally a photo op. Me and the rest of the girls take 1,000 pictures in less than 5 seconds. I'll see you in a bit. Have fun with the girls. Jake drives quickly as someone lips and disappears out the door. Queenie, Paxton, and Violet have their heads together. Oh, this is just too much. It almost makes me want Alex to go through with having his vasectomy reversed. Violet says, wait, what? Lainey puts one hand over her belly and the other comes up to her mouth. You want to have another baby? Violet raises her hand. I said almost. 4 kids are enough for me. I love them all, but the twins nearly broke my vagina on the way out. And my brother has 6 freaking kids, and you all keep popping out the babies. She motions to the group of women and pats Lainey's tiny bump. And I know the 2 of you are out soon. She points to Queenie and Stevie. So I'm going to ante it up and be happy that I can pass the babies back when they start crying. That's fair. I keep telling Shippy we should get a dog so he can get used to the idea of kids, since they're like training wheels for wannabe parents. But he's worried that Dickon won't adjust well. Isn't Dickon his brother's cat? Yeah. Stevie wraps her teal hair around her finger. It's not his best argument since Dickon doesn't even live with us anymore. I think Bishop would make a great dad, Lainey says. Does he want kids? Violet asks. Shippy wants whatever I want. He'd let me adopt a freaking walrus if I said I wanted one. The issue with the dog and the kids is that Shippy isn't the best at sharing. And kids means he's not the top priority anymore. He's also worried about the impact on our sex life. Well, the last worry is a legit one. It sure does have an impact on the sexy times, or at least the frequency and the location. Violet nods solemnly. Mom, I can assure you that there are already enough reasons for me to need therapy without this being one of them. He yells over his shoulder. I guess it's a good thing your dad has a great medical plan then, isn't it? He turns his head slowly and gives her the side eye while muttering, indeed, before turning back to his book. That kid's sense of humor is drier than beef jerky. She looks to me. Anyway, I have to say, you are honestly the most badass mother I have ever met. Most of the time, I'm in bed by 10 because the 4 of them suck all the energy out of me. She thumbs over her shoulder. She
Nah, bro. They
Strangely,
don't talk about JJ. The kid's name JJ, bro. That's his nickname in the book. It's Jacob Jr., not JJ.
JJ pulls on the hem of my shorts, looking up at me with his wide, dark eyes.
The kid gonna be a hockey star.
And has the same unruly waves. It appears as though we never brush it, and there's a flip at the front that makes him look like he's part of an aspiring toddler boy band. I crouch down so I'm at eye level with my son. There's some kind of orange residue around his mouth, probably from a popsicle. I pat my pockets, but I don't have a tissue on me. You've got something on your face, I tell him. I'm about to try to wipe it away with my thumb, but he twists his head away.
Mommy will care for me. She's more gentle than you.
Heard that.
I chuckle. He's not wrong about that.
That's so cute.
Hannah is a gentle soul, and that softness and warmth make her an incredible, patient mother.
Alright.
Give it a try, but he might not be able to get the hang of it.
Susie.
Tell the boys to use the foam pucks and make sure Scout gets the red plastic stick, okay?
Okay, thanks, Daddy.
He runs full tilt to where Queenie is sitting with my grandson, Scout, at her side, eating what I'm guessing is probably his 17th arrowroot biscuit. That kid always has food in his mouth, and he's forever holding a sippy cup of milk. He seems to be a lot like his dad in that respect. Alex, Ryan, and I watch as JJ skids to a stop in front of Queenie and Hannah. You want me to tell the boys to switch out the plastic pucks? Ryan asks. I shake my head. They know the drill. And they do, because we spend a lot of time together. It's the best kind of built-in family. And even better is the fact JJ gets to grow up with his nephew Scout. Is the dynamic a bit strange? Definitely. It's only brought me closer to my daughter and my son-in-law. And nothing
Definitely strange.
love. JJ keeps me young in ways I didn't expect, and I feel like the second time around, I'm better prepared to handle raising a child. It helps that I have a partner who loves our son with the same intensity I do. Hannah beckons JJ closer, takes his chin between her finger and thumb. She reaches into her purse and pulls out a wipe, clearing away whatever that orange business is on her son's face. When she's done, she plants a kiss on his puckered lips, then showers him with kisses, and he giggles, burying his face at her side. Eventually, he wants to ask about hockey, because both Queenie and Hannah look over where the older boys are shooting the puck around. Queenie nods, and JJ takes Scout's pudgy hand and leads him to the edge of the rubberized hockey rink. Cody and Maverick stop passing the puck as soon as they approach, and they set up the little kid net, showing them how to shoot, aim. Maverick works hard at the sport, and Cody is the kind of natural that takes your breath away. He's almost flawless. I can't wait to watch him grow into his talent. I'm almost sad that I'll be retired by the time he's ready to start his professional career. JJ could go either way. He's equally as athletic as he is artistic. I'm excited to see him grow into his own person. I turn my attention back to Hannah. She and Queenie have a unique relationship. They're like sisters. At the same time, she's very much become someone Queenie goes to when she needs a mother figure. JJ may have been an accident, but without him, I don't think I'd realize something missing. A partner, a confidant, someone to parent with, not around. The last 4 years have been amazing. Exhausting. Amazing. Having a child is no joke. The sleepless nights, the juggling work and family, and everything that life throws at you aren't always easy, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. After JJ was born, Hannah and I had a long discussion about what she wanted. I knew what I wanted as far as our relationship went. I'd known for months. I'd gone out and bought the engagement ring 2 weeks after JJ was born. I didn't want to push too fast, worried I'd repeat the same mistakes as I had last time, but Hannah is a different woman. She's invested in our son and us as a couple and a family. Still, I don't ever want her to feel boxed in, so I let her set the speed. 2 months after JJ was born, Hannah gave notice and broke her lease, aware she wasn't ever going to stay there, and the only time it ever got used was when we went on one of our grocery shopping trips, which we made a habit of visiting every week until the lease ran out. After that, she figured we could drop JJ off at King's and just swing from the rafters, which we've done a couple of times. At the 5-month mark, we had another discussion, this time about a return to plan. It coincided with JJ learning how to roll over in his first teeth, the waking up in the middle of the night because his gums hurt
Okay.
Along with my daughter, Hannah and JJ are the best things to happen to me. I thought I had everything I needed until they came along. I gave my heart.
Alright, finally, the book is done, bro. Fantastic book. Fantastic book. Really good read. Really good listen to Audible. Alright, now I can focus. I was not able to focus, not at all. I was trying to get the end of that book done. I could not focus at all. I hate the swamp. This has to be the worst map. Legion going crazy. I'm getting disrespected as Legion. I played Legion. Man. Abilities more often. Yeah, but I don't feel like going in Fatal Frenzy if I don't see nobody. There's no point in going Fatal Frenzy There's no point in going to Fatal Frenzy if I got Devour Hope on level 3. And I can just one-shot people, you know? I'm one-shotting people with Devour Hope. They haven't found my totem yet. If I go in Fatal Frenzy mode, it marks them for you. Yes, I know it marks where they're at, but I don't need to. Thing is, if I have to mess up Fatal Frenzy, I have to get out of Fatal Frenzy and then have fatigue. I'm gonna be in fatigue. I'm in fatigue mode, and then it's not gonna allow me to catch up with somebody. I haven't played with Legion in like forever on top of that, so you gotta let stuff slide, bro. I haven't played with the Legion in so long, dude. I think somebody was standing up there, legit just chilling. I could have sworn I just saw someone chilling on the hill just now. I could have sworn I just saw that. Unless I'm just tripping, I could have sworn someone was legit chilling on the hill. I could have sworn someone was chilling on the hill somewhere up here. I left the other person down because I could not find a hook that was going to let me get to them in time. To be completely candid with you. There's no way I was going to get a hook. There was no way I was going to find a hook, bro. I see over there. I see y'all over there. See y'all. See y'all. See y'all. See y'all. See y'all. It's like somebody arranged the hooks to be further. Is he on this? You're not messing with this, because someone you would be. I guess not. Alright, they open up that exit gate. For sure. Healing. Get out of the match. Yeah. Y'all gotta win yourself a 1. I don't believe Legion is so long, bro. They did not give me my Devour Hope, though. Crazy. I forgot that. Dude, I don't I'm getting 5 stacks of Devour Hope. I could have moried them on site. I literally could have moried them. And I didn't even realize it. I'm kind of mad. I literally had 5 stacks of Devour Hope by the end of that garbage. I could have moried them on site, which is crazy. Oh, I finished the book. That was cool. Alright, so I've been streaming for like a good hour, 30 minutes. I finished my book. I am about to go chill for the rest of the night because I gotta work all day tomorrow. I'll be uploading the stream with the rest of them that I did today. Just stream, bro. I mean, I think, you know what? We could stream Mortal Kombat 10 again. We could stream that. I don't know if y'all down for that. I got my PlayStation controllers ready to be. It's ready, charged up. We could stream some Mortal Kombat 10. I think I'll be up for that because I just now uploaded a video to my channel, part 3. We still got a good amount of characters to get through. So, what y'all say? Mortal Kombat 10 stream next. Switch over to PlayStation. Because I think Kenshi earlier today, was streaming with him. He wound up breaking the record with like 22 wins on endless mode. So, what are we thinking? Mortal Kombat 10 stream? Question mark. What y'all say? Alright, let's do it.